फिर बच्चों का वेट करो। नहीं बहुत शुरू कर देंगे जब ज्यादा हो जाएगी नीचे आ रहा है ना पार्टिसिपेंट 59 फिर ज्यादा हो जाएगी तो लोग भी अपना मन यूज करते हैं सब पूछना चाहिए म्यूट तो सारे हैं बंद नहीं है उन्होंने कुछ अस्सलाम वालेकुम बच्चों।
Walaikum assalam, ma'am.
Okay, class, we will discuss about the viral hepatitis today. We discussed in detail in the third year. Today the lecture is somehow similar to that you studied in the third year, but in the further lectures we will discuss about the morphology of the viral hepatitis. But today we will start with the introduction of the viral hepatitis and the serum markers. I hope you people know about the viral hepatitis, isn't it? बच्चों आपको आइडिया है ना वायरल हेपेटाइटिस का?
Yes, ma'am.
Students, first of all, I request you all that please be attentive. And I want you
Okay, ma'am.
all to participate. Please switch on your video so that I can see you. So the terminology for acute and chronic viral hepatitis can be confusing because the same word hepatitis can be used for the several things. What is meant by hepatitis? When we talk about hepatitis, what is the meaning of hepatitis? Can anyone?
Inflammation, liver inflammation.
Inflammation of liver. Very nice. And what are the causes of inflammation of liver? What can be the causes?
Ma'am, it's obviously a virus. इसके अलावा fecal oral diet bad हो उस वजह से किसी infected person का serum exchange हो जाए अक्सर blood transfusion reactions उनकी वजह से भी.
Okay. Anyone else? What are the causes of hepatitis or the inflammation of liver? Have you ever heard about alcoholic liver disease?
Yes, ma'am.
What will be its cause? I want someone else to answer, not Umar. Beta, कोई और answer करो मुझे. What can be the cause? There are many causes of hepatitis. You people know. The number one cause is the viruses, which are responsible for the viral hepatitis. There can be alcoholic liver disease or the alcoholic hepatitis, non-alcoholic liver disease, which can lead to the inflammation of the liver. And there are many causes. We will discuss it in our further lectures. So the terminology for acute and chronic viral hepatitis can be confusing because the same word hepatitis can be used for the several things. Hepatitis A virus itself does not seem to be cytopathic. Cellular immunity, particularly CD8 plus T cells, play a key role in the hepatocellular injury during hepatitis A virus infection. Specific IgM antibodies against the hepatitis A virus appears with the onset of the symptoms, constituting a reliable marker of the acute infection. As I told you that the hepatitis causing viruses are not cytopathic. Actually, it's the immune response which plays a key role in the hepatocellular injury. I told you in the detail in the third year. आपको मैंने बताया था बेटा कि hepatitis viruses are not oncogenic viruses and they don't have a cytopathic effect. Actually, when our immunity plays a role, our CD8 plus T cells play a role in the hepatocellular injury. Hepatitis B virus, hepatitis B virus or HBV, which is the abbreviation we use for the hepatitis B virus, can produce acute hepatitis followed by a recovery and the clearance of the virus, the non-progressive chronic hepatitis, progressive chronic disease ending in cirrhosis, acute hepatic failure with massive liver necrosis, and an asymptomatic healthy carrier state. What is a carrier state? बेटा
मैम कैरियर स्टेट के अंदर इन सिम्टम्स नहीं आते, पर आप पॉजिटिव होते हो उस वायरस के लिए, आपके सीरम में प्रेजेंट होता है वो आपके लिवर सेल्स के अंदर भी.
And the person who is in the carrier state can
डिजीज डेवलप नहीं
others.
होती, इसमें ट्रांसमिट कर सकता है.
So the hepatitis B virus can produce acute hepatitis followed by the recovery, the non-progressive chronic hepatitis, and the chronic hepatitis, which will end up in the cirrhotic liver disease or the cirrhosis, acute hepatic failure with massive liver necrosis, and an asymptomatic healthy carrier cells. So these are the 5 states. Acute hepatitis following by the recovery, non-progressive chronic hepatitis, progressive chronic hepatitis, acute hepatic failure, and an asymptomatic healthy carrier state. So first of all, I will give you the introduction of the hepatitis viruses. There are many viruses that causes hepatitis. Of these, the 5 medically important viruses which are commonly used and they are commonly described as the hepatitis viruses because the main site of infection is the liver. These 5 are hepatitis A virus, hepatitis B virus, hepatitis C virus, hepatitis D virus, or we call it a delta virus, and hepatitis E virus. First of all, we will talk about the hepatitis A virus. Hepatitis A virus is usually benign, self-limited disease with an incubation period of 2 to 6 weeks. What is an incubation period?
A period after which the disease symptoms develop.
Ma'am, it is a period after the entry of the virus in the body and the appearance of the first symptom.
First symptom. Very good, Anusha. So the incubation period is described as the time period when the virus or a microorganism will enter the body and the time duration between the entry or the transmission to the appearance of the first symptom. We call it an incubation period. Hepatitis A virus does not cause chronic hepatitis or a chronic carrier state and only uncommonly causes acute hepatic failure. So the fatality rate, what is the fatality rate? The mortality, okay, associated with the hepatitis A virus is only about 0.1 to 0.3%. Hepatitis A virus occurs throughout the world and is endemic in the countries with poor hygiene and sanitation. Anyone of you remember what is the mode of transmission of the hepatitis A virus?
Fecal-oral, ma'am.
Fecal-oral, very good. So it is endemic in the countries with poor hygiene and sanitation. Many individuals in these countries have detectable antibodies by the time they are 10 years old. Clinical disease tends to be mild or asymptomatic and is rare after childhood. So we call it a disease of a childhood. Hepatitis A virus causes hepatitis A. The important properties are these. This is not as important for you now. Hepatitis A virus is a typical enterovirus classified in a picornavirus family. Actually, it is written in your book, so I included this slide, but this is not important for you people now. It has a single-stranded RNA genome and a non-enveloped icosahedral nucleocapsid and replicates in the cytoplasm of the cell. It is known as enterovirus 72. It has one serotype and there is no antigenic relationship to the hepatitis B virus or the other hepatitis viruses. So, the hepatitis A virus is transmitted by the fecal-oral route. Humans are the only reservoirs of the hepatitis A virus. Humans are the reservoirs of all hepatitis A viruses. So there's no vector-borne transmission. It is not transmitted by animals to humans. So humans are the only reservoirs of hepatitis A virus. Virus appears in the feces through roughly 2 weeks before the appearance of the symptom. So quarantine of the patients is ineffective. So actually the viral shedding will start roughly 2 weeks before the appearance of the symptoms. So the viral shedding is in the incubation period. So the quarantine of patients is ineffective. जब तक हमें पता लगता है कि इस पेशेंट को हेपेटाइटिस ए वायरस इन्फेक्शन है, उससे पहले ही वो फीकल शेडिंग वायरल शेडिंग हो रही होती है फीसेस में and the person is infected. The children are the most frequently infected group and the outbreak occurs in special living situations such as the summer camps and the boarding schools, as well as in the daycare center. The common source outbreak arises from the fecally contaminated water or the food such as oysters grown in the polluted water and eaten raw. Unlike hepatitis B virus, hepatitis A virus is rarely transmitted by the blood because the levels of viremia is low and chronic infection does not occur. About 50 to 75% of the adults in the United States have been infected and evidenced by the IgG antibodies. Sexual transmitted seems to be unlikely and is poorly documented. So the mode of transmission is the fecal-oral route. Now we will move on to the pathogenesis. The pathogenesis of hepatitis A virus infection is not completely understood. The virus probably replicates in the gastrointestinal tract and spreads to the liver by the blood. Hepatocytes are infected, but the mechanism by which the cell damage occurs is unclear. So we assume that the cell damage is mainly by the cytopathic effect or mainly by the immune response, because the hepatitis A virus does not cause any cytopathic effect, and it is likely that the attack by the cytotoxic T cells causes the damage to the hepatocytes. As I told you, that the hepatitis viruses are not oncogenic viruses, and hepatitis viruses does not produce hepatitis viruses don't produce any cytopathic effect, but our immunity plays a role, and actually the CD8 or the CD8 or the cytotoxic T cells will play a role and they will damage the hepatocytes. Actually क्या होता है बेटा, when the hepatocytes are infected by the hepatitis viruses, our T cells will move towards the hepatocytes, and in the process of killing the viruses, they actually kill the hepatocytes. And the infection is cleared and the damage is repaired, and there is no chronic infection. Hepatitis caused by different viruses cannot be distinguished pathologically. Whenever अगर हमारे पास बेटा कोई भी हम बायोप्सी लें या अगर हम अंडर माइक्रोस्कोप देखें, माइक्रोस्कोपिक पिक्चर जो है वो वायरल हेपेटाइटिस की जो है ना बेटा, वो हेपेटाइटिस ए की भी सेम है, बी की भी, डी की भी, सी की भी, सबकी सेम है. तो सो हम अंडर माइक्रोस्कोप जब देखते हैं तो माइक्रोस्कोपिकली वी कांट डिस्टिंग्विश बिटवीन द viruses. We can't say that this is due to hepatitis A virus or this is due to hepatitis B virus or C virus. So but microscopy जो है ना बेटा, actually it is same for all of them. We can't distinguish them on the basis of the microscope. Microscopic फीचर्स जो हैं वो बेटा सबके सेम होंगे, वी कांट डिस्टिंग्विश देम. The immune response consists initially of the IgM antibodies, which is detectable at the time of the jaundice appears. It is therefore important in the laboratory diagnosis of hepatitis A. The appearance of IgM is followed by 1 to 3 weeks later by the production of IgG antibodies, which provides the lifelong protection. As you all know that in the acute phase, the antibodies which appear in our body are IgM antibodies, which will be further followed by the IgG antibodies. So the appearance of the IgM antibodies is followed by 1 to 3 weeks later by the IgG antibodies. What are the clinical findings? The clinical findings of all hepatitis, the viral hepatitis is the same, will be the same. Clinical findings are same for all the viruses. The clinical manifestations of the hepatitis are virtually the same, and regardless of which hepatitis virus is the cause. कोई भी hepatitis virus अगर cause होगी तो clinical manifestations जो हैं वो same होगी, because the clinical manifestations of actually the inflammation of the liver are same, which are fever, anorexia, nausea, vomiting, and jaundice. Dark urine, pale feces, and elevated transaminase levels are seen. Jaundice, dark color or dark urine or the pale stools, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain. And whenever we have the LFT, we request for the LFTs of that patient, the LFTs will be raised. What are the most cases resolve spontaneously after 2 to 4 weeks? Hepatitis A has a short incubation period, as I told you that it is 2 to 4 weeks, or it can be from 2 to 6 weeks, in contrast to that of hepatitis B, which is 10 to 12 weeks. Most hepatitis A virus infections are asymptomatic and are detected solely by the presence of IgG antibodies. No chronic hepatitis or chronic carrier state occurs, and there is no predisposition to the hepatocellular carcinoma. Whenever there will be no carrier state, there will be no predisposition to the hepatocellular carcinoma. Hepatocellular carcinoma तब ही होता है बेटा जब continuously hepatocellular damage हो रहा होता है, ठीक है, और mostly कब होता है उन hepatitis viruses में जो जिनमें chronic carrier state है, like hepatitis B virus or hepatitis C virus. How you will diagnose the hepatitis A virus? The most important is the detection of IgG antibody, and there will be four-fold rise in the IgG antibody titer can also be used, but in the later phases, the isolation of the virus in the cell culture is possible, but not available in the clinical laboratory. Do you have any confusion still now? So I will move forward to the hepatitis. Beta, why your videos are off? You are please, all of you. आपको बेटा you are not supposed to be like this. आप लोग बेटा अपनी वीडियोस ऑन करो ताकि मैं आपको देख सकूं, so that we will have a good interaction during the lecture. I can only see Umar. Okay, we will move to the hepatitis B virus. Just a minute, Beta. hepatitis B virus can produce acute hepatitis followed by the recovery and the clearance of the virus. As I told you, hepatitis B virus is responsible for the 5 states. The acute hepatitis followed by the recovery, the non-progressive chronic hepatitis, the progressive chronic hepatitis, which will lead to the cirrhosis, and the acute hepatic failure, and the healthy carrier state. What are the important properties? Hepatitis B virus is responsible for causing the hepatitis B. It is a member of the Hep adenovirus family. It is an enveloped virion with an icosahedral nucleocapsid core containing a partially double-stranded circular DNA genome. We have to revise them because we will discuss the serum markers. The envelope contains a protein called the surface antigen, which is important for the laboratory diagnosis and immunization. Agar aapko yaad ho, we discuss in detail in the 3rd year about the hepatitis B surface antigen. याद है किसी को? The envelope contains a protein that called the which is called the surface antigen, HBsAg, which is the surface antigen, which is important in the laboratory diagnosis and the immunization. या आप अगर देख भी लो तो बेटा it is present on the envelope. In addition to the hepatitis B surface antigen, there are 2 medically important antigens, the core antigen and the E antigen. The core antigen, as the name implies, forms a nucleocapsid core of the virion, whereas the E antigen is secreted from the infected cells in the blood. And I told you that the E antigen is important indicator of the transmissibility. So there are 3 main antigens which are present in the hepatitis B virus. The hepatitis B surface antigen, which is present on the बताओ बेटा कहाँ पे present है hepatitis B surface antigen?
Envelope में
envelope.
ठीक है? Hepatitis B core antigen, which is present in the nucleocapsid core, and hepatitis E antigen, which is the important indicator of the transmissibility, and it is released by the infected cells. The specificity of hepatitis B virus for the liver cells is based on the group properties, and it is for all of the hepatitis viruses. The virus specific receptors located on the hepatocyte cell membranes, they facilitate the entry and the transcription factors found only in the hepatocytes that enhance the viral messenger RNA synthesis. So बेटा हम हेपेटाइटिस वायरस जो हैं वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ आपके हेपेटोसाइट्स को ही क्यों अटैक करते हैं? Why they are responsible for the inflammation of the liver? Because the hepatocytes have specific receptors that facilitates the entry of the hepatitis viruses. And the second one is that there are transcription factors that are found only in the hepatocytes that facilitates the replication of the hepatitis viruses. So hepatitis viruses only and only affect the hepatocytes because there are specific receptors that are present on the hepatocyte that facilitates the entry of the hepatitis viruses. The number 2, सबसे पहले क्या है बेटा हेपेटोसाइट्स के ऊपर स्पेसिफिक रिसेप्टर्स हैं जो फैसिलिटेट करते हैं एंट्री को और अटैचमेंट को हेपेटाइटिस वायरसेस. So they are present only in the hepatocytes. क्या है? Specific receptors हैं that facilitates the attachment or the entry of the hepatitis viruses. The number 2 is there are the specific transcription factors that are present only in the hepatocytes that facilitates the replication of the hepatitis viruses. Humans are the only natural host of the hepatitis B virus. As I told you that humans are the only reservoirs of all the hepatitis viruses. There is no animal reservoir. Transmission and epidemiology. There are 3 modes of transmission for the hepatitis B virus. The mode of transmission of hepatitis A virus, which we discussed, is only the fecal-oral route. But the hepatitis B virus, in the hepatitis B virus, there are 3 modes of transmission: by the blood, by the sexual intercourse, and perinatally from the mother to the fetus, which is also called the vertical transmission. It is mainly through the blood and the body secretion. There can be the vertical transmission, it can be through the blood transfusion, by the needle prick injuries, and by the sexual transmission as well. Up to 90% of the infants infected at birth by the hepatitis B surface antigen positive mothers develop chronic hepatitis B virus infection. So whenever there is a vertical transmission or a infant is infected from the mother through either either perinatally or through the breast milk, he or she is prone to develop the chronic hepatitis B virus infections, and 90% of those infants are chronic carrier will develop the chronic hepatitis in later stages of their life. 75% of the chronic hepatitis B cases are in foreign-born US citizens, which are migrated from the countries in the Asia. The 30% infection risk for the medical personnel because they are prone to have this sharp or the needle stick injuries. Once someone is exposed to hepatitis B virus and remains unprotected, hepatitis B virus may take a hold and develop into potentially deadly chronic liver disease. So if the hepatitis B virus will not be eradicated from the hepatocytes, it will lead to chronic deadly liver disease. The observation that the needle stick injuries can transmit the virus indicates that only a very small amount of blood can be is only needed for the transmission. So needle stick injury में आपको पता है ना बेटा बहुत थोड़ा सा blood जो है वो ट्रांसमिट होता है दूसरे इंडिविजुअल को. तो एक्चुअली क्या है कि only the small amount of blood is required. Hepatitis B virus infection is especially prevalent in addicts who use the intravenous drugs. So it is commonly found in the intravenous drug abusers. Screening of the blood for the presence of hepatitis B surface antigen has greatly decreased the number of transfusion-associated cases of hepatitis. So whenever we screen the patient before whenever we screen the individual or the donor before the blood transfusion, it markedly decrease the number of the transfusion associated cases of the hepatitis B. However, because the blood transfusion is a modern procedure, there must be another natural route of transmission. So it is likely that there is a sexual transmission and transmission from mother to a child during the birth or breastfeeding are the natural hosts. And as I told you, whenever there will be vertical transmission, there is increased chances of the chronic hepatitis in the infants. Hepatitis B is found worldwide, but it is particularly prevalent in Asia. Globally, more than 300 million people are chronically infected with hepatitis B virus, and about 75% of them are Asians. So it is more prevalent in Asians. There is high incidence of hepatocellular carcinoma in many Asian countries because they have the hepatitis B virus infection. Immunization against hepatitis B in Taiwan has significantly reduced the incidence of hepatoma in the children. It appears that the hepatitis B vaccine is the first vaccine to prevent a human cancer. How? How it is the first vaccine to prevent a human cancer? Because I told you that the hepatitis viruses are not oncogenic viruses. So how this vaccine prevent a human cancer? Anyone of you?
अगर क्रॉनिक इन्फ्लेमेशन होती है हेपेटाइटिस की वजह से तो कैंसर रिस्क इंक्रीज हो जाता है. तो वैक्सीन जो है वो क्रॉनिसिटी को जो है वो प्रिवेंट करेगी, इसकी वजह से कैंसर रिस्क कम हो जाएगा.
Very good. Anyone else? Anyone else? As I told you that the hepatitis viruses are the hepatitis viruses that have the chronic state or the chronic progressive, they are responsible for the chronic progressive liver disease. There will be continuously hepatocellular damage, and whenever there will be continuous hepatocellular damage, it will lead to the hepatocellular carcinoma. So when we have the hepatitis B virus, when we have the vaccine against the hepatitis B virus, it will prevent the infection or the chronic progressive liver disease. So it will prevent the hepatocellular carcinoma. After entering the blood, the virus infects the hepatocytes and viral antigens are displayed on the surface of the cells. जब hepatitis virus enter होगा hepatocytes में, then the viral antigens are displayed on the hepatocytes. तो जब entry हुई, whenever the virus gained entry into the hepatocyte, the viral antigens will be displayed on the hepatocytes. Hepatocytes के surface पे क्या display हो जाएगा? Viral antigens. So the cytotoxic T cells mediate an immune attack against those hepatocytes. एक्चुअली वो क्या करता है बेटा कि जो आपके साइटोटॉक्सिक टी सेल्स हैं वो इम्यून रिस्पॉन्स जो है वो मीडिएट करेंगे अगेंस्ट दोज वायरल एंटीजन दैट आर प्रेजेंट ऑन द हेपेटोसाइट्स. मैंने आपको कहा कि जब वायरस ने व्हेनेवर द वायरस विल एंटर द हेपेटोसाइट्स, the viral antigens will be displayed on the surface of the hepatocytes. अब साइटोटॉक्सिक टी सेल्स क्या करेंगे? उन वायरल एंटीजेंस के अगेंस्ट मीडिएट करेंगे इम्यून अटैक. तो बेटा जब उन वायरल एंटीजेंस के अगेंस्ट इम्यून अटैक होगा, then these cytotoxic T cells will actually destroy those hepatocytes. So in the उस एक्चुअली क्या करना चाहते हैं कि जो साइटोटॉक्सिक टी सेल्स हैं वो आपके हेपेटोसाइट्स को डैमेज नहीं करना चाहते, वो एक्चुअली उन वायरल एंटीजेंस के अगेंस्ट इम्यून अटैक जो है वो मीडिएट करते हैं. बट इन दिस एक्सरसाइज द हेपेटोसाइट्स विल बी डैमेज्ड. Cytotoxic T cells mediate an immune attack against the viral antigens and inflammation and necrosis occur. Immune attack against the viral antigens on the infected hepatocytes is mediated by the cytotoxic T cells. The pathogenesis of the hepatitis B is probably the result of the cell-mediated immune injury because hepatitis B virus itself does not cause a cytopathic effect. मैंने आपको बताया है बेटा पहले भी कि जो वायरल जो हेपेटाइटिस वायरसेस है ना, they are not itself responsible for the cytopathic effect. Actually, they will infect the hepatocytes because hepatocytes have the specific receptors that that mediates the entry or the attachment of the hepatitis viruses. Second one is the hepatocytes has the transcription factors that will help in the replication of the hepatitis viruses. So whenever the hepatitis viruses will infect the hepatocytes, there will be those hepatitis viruses are itself not एक्चुअली जब वो एंटर होते हैं हेपेटोसाइट्स को वो उसको डिस्ट्रॉय नहीं करते हैं. ये नहीं कि हेपेटाइटिस वायरस जो है वो जब अटैच हो गया हेपेटोसाइट्स को तो डायरेक्ट वो हेपेटोसेलुलर इंजरी कराएगा, नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. एक्चुअली दे विल एंटर द हेपेटोसाइट्स but they will display the viral antigens on the hepatocytes and there will be immune response against those viral antigens, and in this exercise the hepatocellular damage will occur. बात समझ आई? Yes, ma'am. About 5% of the patients with hepatitis B virus infections become chronic carriers. In contrast, there is prolonged carrier state in patients with hepatitis A virus. A chronic carrier is someone who has hepatitis B surface antigen persisting in their blood for at least 6 months. As I told you in the third year, हम किसे chronic carrier कहते हैं? Chronic carrier is someone who has hepatitis B surface antigen persisting in their blood for at least 6 months. जिस इंडिविजुअल में हेपेटाइटिस बी सरफेस एंटीजन कॉन्टिन्यूसली रिलीज हो रहा है at least for 6 months, we call those individuals the chronic carriers. The chronic carrier state is attributed to a persistent infection of the hepatocytes, which results in the prolonged presence of hepatitis B virus and hepatitis B surface antigen in the blood. A high rate of hepatocellular carcinoma occurs in the chronic carriers because why there is the increase chances of there is a high rate of hepatocellular carcinoma in the chronic carriers. उम्र के अलावा मुझे अब कोई और बताइए क्या बात? Where are the toppers of this class? Why they are not responding? The clan, चलो शाबाश, आप मुझे बताओ. Why there will be high rate of hepatocellular carcinoma in chronic carriers?
मैम क्रॉनिक इन्फ्लेमेशन है और लिवर डिजनरेशन की वजह से अनकंट्रोल्ड ग्रोथ होगी तो इसी वजह से हेपेटाइटिस कार्सिनोमा हो गई.
I can't hear you. दोबारा बोलो बेटा, ऊंचा बोलो.
लिवर डिजनरेशन की वजह से हेपेटाइटिस कार्सिनोमा चांसेस ज्यादा है.
Can't hear you. अच्छा, मैं बताती हूँ. मैंने आपको बताया बेटा कि whenever there will be chronic carrier state, actually क्या हो रहा है, continuously hepatocellular damage हो रहा है. ठीक है, हेपेटोसेलुलर डैमेज कैसे हो रहा है? आपके इम्यून रिस्पांस की वजह से हेपेटोसाइट्स जो है वो डैमेज हो रहे हैं. Whenever there will be hepatocellular damage, आप सबको ये बात पता है कि लिवर के अंदर ये एबिलिटी है कि वो रीजनरेट करता है अपने आप को. ठीक है ना? So whenever there will be continuous hepatocellular damage plus the continuous regeneration. तो उस प्रोसेस में क्या होता है कि जब continuously hepatocellular damage हो रहा है और continuously liver अपने आप को regenerate कर रहा है, then there will be उसी किसी point of time में किसी टाइम पे uncontrolled growth होगी and the patient will have the hepatocellular carcinoma, right? समझ आई? नुमान समझ लगी बेटा? The hepatitis B virus genome has no oncogene and hepatocellular carcinoma appears to be the result of the persistent cellular regeneration that attempts to replace the dead hepatocytes. What are the clinical findings? The clinical findings of all the hepatitis, of the viral hepatitis are the same. There can be fever, anorexia, nausea, vomiting, jaundice, dark color urine and pale color stool. But the incubation period of hepatitis B virus is much more than the hepatitis A virus, which hepatitis A virus का incubation period कितना था? 2 to 6 weeks or 2 to 4 weeks, you can say. But the incubation period of hepatitis B virus is 10 to 12 weeks. The clinical appearance of the acute hepatitis B is similar to that of the hepatitis A. However, with hepatitis B, the symptoms tends to be more severe and life-threatening hepatitis can occur. As I told you, if the hepatitis B virus will not be eradicated from the hepatocyte, it can lead to the acute liver disease, or it can lead to the life-threatening hepatitis can occur. Most chronic carriers are asymptomatic, but some have chronic active hepatitis, which leads to cirrhosis and death. मैंने आपको बताया था hepatitis B virus infection जब भी होती है, there will be 5 states. Acute hepatitis followed by the recovery phase. Number 2 is the chronic non-progressive state. Number 3 is the progressive chronic state, which will lead to the cirrhosis. Then the number 4 will be acute liver failure. Number 5 will be healthy carrier state, right?
मैम ये स्टेजेस दोबारा बताइएगा.
बेटा मैं बता रही हूँ, hepatitis B virus will be responsible for the 5 you can say, and they are not actually the stages. It is responsible for the 5 states actually. या तो hepatitis B virus कराएगा acute hepatitis, which will be followed by the recovery phase. These are actually states. They are not the stages, right? या तो acute hepatitis होगा, which will be followed by the recovery phase. Second one is there will be chronic hepatitis, which is non-progressive. Number 3 is the chronic progressive hepatitis, which will lead to cirrhosis. Number 3 is the acute liver failure. Number 4 is acute liver failure, and the number 5 is the healthy carrier state, right? Okay. Okay, beta, our lecture ends here. Inshallah Taala, I will give you the detail about the hepatitis B serum markers tomorrow, inshallah Taala. And if you have any confusions, you can ask me. You can ask in the WhatsApp group, and you can ask me individually. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum children, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I have an announcement to make. My name is Dr. Shehnaz and I'm from the Community Medicine Department. I posted my research questionnaire in your WhatsApp group. Have you received it?
Yes, ma'am.
But most of you haven't filled it as yet. So this is a request and a reminder for you all. If you could please do it by tonight. Just take out 5 to 10 minutes because I need my sample size. It's a certain sample size, and if you won't fill it, then I won't be able to carry out my research. I need your help in that. So, can you hear me? How many of you will do it? Can you promise me that you will do it?
Yes, ma'am.
सारे बोलो ना, I can just hear 1 or 2 voices. सारे बोलो, मुझे तसल्ली हो.
मैम हमने तो कर दी हुई है मोस्टली
काफियों
बच्चों
ने
ने.
कर दी है, लेकिन काफियों ने नहीं की ना. वो नंबर आ जाता है ना कंप्यूटर
Yes,
में
ma'am,
कि किस
कर
क्लास
देंगे.
में कितनी हो गए. सबसे ज्यादा रिस्पॉन्स सेकंड ईयर
Yes,
ने
ma'am.
दिए. तुम लोग तो हमारी क्लास हो, फोर्थ ईयर हो ना तुम.
यस मैम.
हाँ, तो फिर हम तो तुम्हारे टीचर्स हैं, तो हमें तो तुम ज्यादा फेवर करो ना. फिर सारे बच्चे आज प्लीज फिल करके देना. मैं जाके देखती हूँ अभी कंप्यूटर पे. ठीक है, ठीक है.
यस मैम.
सिर्फ
Yes,
नताशा ही
ma'am.
बोले जा रही है नुमान. बस 2 ही मुझे बच्चे नजर आ रहे हैं और तो कोई नजर ही नहीं आ रहा. हमजा, सारा, किधर है सब? जन्नत, अलीना, सेरिश, शहताज, अहमद हसन, किधर हो हसन? सकलैन, सब मुझे सुन रहे हैं?
Yes, ma'am.
बस ठीक है, अब कर देना अच्छे बच्चों की तरह. ओके.
2-3 कर दो.